Oxman from Cape Cypress, and I'm here with Clay Collard, who returns to action next week at August 13th at PFL 7. How are you?
Doing very well, sir.
Good. It's good to hear. You're a week out. How are you feeling?
Uh, I feel strong, ready. We got a little bit of weight to lose, but that's just part of the game. So, yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
What'd you do on your month off? I saw that you went to the lake with your dog.
Oh man, that was just like a weekend thing, just kind of relaxing. Went out, took the kayaks out, paddled around. I was trying to teach my dog how to sit on the kayak with me. He did good for about 10 minutes and then he jumped off into the water because he just bailed off. But yeah, so yeah, I've been training the month. I mean, it wasn't really a month off. We weren't fighting, but we've been preparing. So been doing a lot of training and stuff like that. We had a couple holidays, 4th of July, kind of went enjoyed some fireworks and stuff. And so other than that, it's been plugging in the days, man, doing the work. So
Awesome. That's awesome to hear. What's your dog's name?
Gambit.
Damn,
He's named after the X-Man.
I love that. I love that. What breed is he?
He's a German Shepherd, solid black German Shepherd.
I was wondering. I was like, it kind of looks like a German Shepherd, but I've never
No.
seen an all black German Shepherd. That's cool.
Yeah, the all black are supposed to be the most rare because you get the double color with the tan in it most of the time. You can get all white ones, but yeah, the solid black are the most rare for sure.
That's rad. That's rad. So are you enjoying this set schedule, knowing when you're going to fight next?
Yeah, man. It's tough when you're fighting for other organizations and stuff like that, or from many organizations, and you don't know when your next fight is going to be, who your next opponent's going to be. You're kind of just in limbo until you get that fight scheduled. And so it's hard to have like training camps, if you take fights on short notice. And so you try to stay ready, but having a scheduled, year to kind of work around, you can just plan around it, and it makes things that much easier. I know how much weight I got to cut, when I got to cut it. I know who my next opponent is, who his last two fights were. I got to see what his most recent fights against opponents that I have fought as well, so you can kind of game plan and study a little bit. Yeah, it's a great thing, man. The way the PFL is set up, and I think it's awesome. So
That's awesome. I just read a stat that before the season started, you were a plus 15,000 to win the tournament, and then now you're a plus 240. How does that feel?
um it feels like I'm finally getting that respect I deserve. They kept counting me out, calling me the underdog for so long. It's nice to see those odds changing a little bit because of the hard work and the wins we've gotten and the things we've done in the sport. So yeah, man, whoever bet back then, man, they're a lucky man. My brother was like, he bet because my brother, I don't bet on myself. It's just I don't know. My coach has bet on me before. My brother has. Our friends do, but I don't bother with it. But my brother won, and he was like, "Man, I should have bet you to win the whole thing." And I'm like, "Well, why didn't you, bro? Like you already knew." And so he's kicking it. He was kicking himself after that Pez fight because after that, everything switched up. The odds weren't as big, so he's kicking himself. But it's nice. It's nice.
You kind of talked on it, but do you feel that you're finally realizing? Do you feel like the fans are finally realizing that you're an elite fighter?
Um, I believe so. Yes. If they don't, I think they're living under a rock in the fight world. You know, um, I've been at this a very long time. I've made it to many of the biggest organizations in the world. I've fought ex world champions. I fought guys before they came world champions. I've been around forever, and I've been working. So I think I finally, come into my own as a man and as a person with, physical and mental maturity. Just growing up a little bit, and I think right now I'm focused, and when I'm focused and I'm working and I'm having fun, I'm dangerous, and I think you have to you have to respect the fact that I am one of the baddest dudes around, because I've proved it. And if you don't think so, keep lining them up. So
One last thing before we talk about your fight, I did want to ask. So a few months ago, before your second fight, the PFL had you on the undercard of Anthony Pettis' second fight. They eventually fixed it and everything, but I mean, did that kind of annoy you?
Man, Anthony Pettis has a big name. He has a lot of followers. I mean, promotionally, it makes sense to have, the bigger guy headline the show, the guy with the bigger fan base and more followers. It makes sense promotionally. So, I don't think there was anything they were trying to like be sly and put me on the undercard, or like, I don't think it was anything like that. I just think promotionally they made that decision based off of, the followers and the fan base in which he's earned his spot, he wasn't able to fight that night. So who's the next person you put as the main event? And I'm a main event fighter. I believe that since I was very young in the sport. I took over shows and came into shows, and went from being the very first fight on the card to 2-3 fights later being the main event. So I'm a main event fighter. I'm exciting, and I'm tough. So I like the lights, and I like that spot too. I like the fact that I'm the main event. Everybody's there waiting around, watching all these other fights to watch me. And I like that. It is nice, being that first fight on the card. Getting it in, getting it over with, being able to enjoy the show. But yeah, I'm a main event fighter, man. So
let's talk about Haush Manifo. How do you like that matchup?
I think it's exciting. I think it has the potential to be a battle. He's tough, he's gritty, he's quick, he's explosive, and he's got to deal with me. So, he's coming off 2 wins, split decision win over Luderbach. He got the split decision win over Pettis as well. So he's squeaking by getting the wins, and showing some pretty good skill, and yeah, it's exciting. I think it has the potential to be a barn burner. So I'm ready to battle, man. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited to showcase, what I've been working on, what I've been doing, man. Because when it comes down to it, the real fight's against yourself, So I've been kicking ass.
Do you think he beat Anthony Pettis in that split decision?
It was close. He dominated that third round, and that looks bad. You could win those first 2 rounds pretty decisively, and if you give up that third round real bad, that's what the judges remember. That they see that third round. So it was a close fight. I don't know, man. It was a close fight. He won the third round for sure. I'll give him that. Beforehand, Pettis was picking him apart a little bit, you know, and so he did win the fight, whether I think so or not. You know, he got the win. So he got the number, what is it, number 4 spot, 3 spot, whatever spot it is. I don't know. But you know, he got the win, he got the spot, regardless of what I think or what anybody else thinks. The judges that night thought he won, so he won, and he moves on, and now he's in the way. So,
how do you see the fight going down? And do you have a prediction?
man, I'm not one really to. I'm not the whole. I don't do the whole Mystic Mac. You know, that's not really my thing. I can predict that it's going to be entertaining. I can predict that we're both going to be coming and fighting for that $1 million. And when there's that big of a prize on the line, you know, and the PFL belt as well, I guarantee we're both going to bring it. And I guarantee I'm bringing home that win, because you're going to have to kill me to get me out of there, man.
Looking forward a little bit, who would you like to see in the finals against yourself?
Oh man, you know, that was I thought Loic, however you say his name, I thought he won the first fight against Martinez. I think that he's going to do a little more this next fight to kind of solidify the win, you know. So I think it will end up being him. That Martinez is young and scrappy though, so and you can never count a guy like that out, you know. He fought, you know, 2-time champion Nathan Schulte. You know, he fought him, and I mean, that's a 2-division champion, you know, 2-time champion, not 2-division, 2-time champion coming back, you know, and to show the grit and the heart that he did, and to get that win was impressive, you know. So I just think he's a little too young. He needs to mature a little more in the sport. But you know, if he does get that win, I'll be happy to see him, you know. But I do think it will be Loic.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Good luck next week. If you want to plug your sponsors, plug your social media, the floor is yours.
Sweet, man. I want to first off give a huge shout out to System Tech, and my coach, my team, Bonafide Fight Gym, the Bonafide Fight Team, man, because we keep it real. FST Filtration, I want to give them a huge shout out and thank you. If you want some clean filtered air coming into your home, you know, they're the place to go. I believe if you use like code Clay20 or something, I'll figure out the code, but you get a discount. But other than that, I just want to say, you know, thanks for all the support from the fans. God bless. And got to give a shout out to my little brother Cadillac. Love you, man.